Morning, everyone. Welcome to Cooking with Nancy O and her sidekick today. He's in rare form, Rick. He's cracking jokes before we even get started. Okay, today we are going to keep showing you. Oh, we have the cleanup crew staring at us, guys.
Said go and they came.
Yeah, they think we're going you know where. So we have a bunch of greens growing on our towers downstairs. We purposely started with 3 towers in the basement because we wanted an abundance of lettuce and greens growing. And they are so chock full. Every week, we're going to share some type of healthy salad with you leading up to Christmas. So I want everybody to eat healthy when they can, because we're going to be going to Christmas parties. We're going to be going to family gatherings, and everybody's going to be bringing the big heavy foods. And I'm going to tell you, since Thanksgiving, my gut has been out of balance, and I want it back in balance. So this is why I'm trying to help you keep you the same healthy going so you can splurge on those holidays. So today we have what I'm calling a winter salad. Now, the vegetables we're using are not necessarily winter, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Use the vegetables you have in your fridge. Or if you really, really want to go out and add different things, you can. So we have kale, we have broccoli, cauliflower, and all of that can grow on the tower. And we have carrots, which everybody loves carrots in their salad. Now, we happen to have 3 different types of kale here. Rick is going to tell us what kind.
The black magic kale. That is the mini kale that kind of grew a little bigger.
So this is what happens when you don't get your mini greens cut. They do turn into large greens, but guess what? They taste the same. And if you're growing mini greens, you can harvest them and they will come back. If you're growing microgreens, it's one and done. You harvest, then you reseed. And then the last one, which is the most beautiful kale.
That's curly kale.
Curly kale. Okay, so this recipe is calling for 6 ounces of shredded kale. This bowl only has 3 ounces because Rick and I can only eat so much lettuce at a time, so we have the other 3 ounces set aside. So we kind of cut the recipe in half for us. So just when you're visualizing this, know that the recipe is going to make double this. So whatever family size you're going to, or whatever you're doing at home, this is also a great recipe to take to a family dinner. So what we're going to start with is some lemon juice and olive oil, right? And we're going to drizzle it right on top of this kale. But here's the thing to making kale taste better, guys, is if you massage it and you get it a nice kind of wilted looking, and then you have a darker green. I don't know if you can get this kale any darker green, because when it grows on the tower, do you guys notice how beautifully green this is? Okay, I'm going to hand this to you so we can kind of focus just on this. Okay, so it's getting kind of wilted here, and it's going to take that bitterness out. It's going to have a better flavor, a little lemon juice and olive oil in there. I've done this before and added a little bit of sea salt also, which we could have done. Whenever I'm adding kale to a salad, I kind of put it in a I do the olive oil. I didn't know about the lemon juice. That's new. And then sea salt. And you get a little bit of a salt flavor in there. Okay. Now look at how beautiful that looks. So I also want to tell you guys that when we grow in the house, we harvest and we eat. We don't have to stop to clean it, because it's all growing really, really clean in our house. There's no bugs on it, which is a fantastic deal. Okay, now all we're going to do is add the rest of the vegetables in here. Now, here's what I love to do. We did not have any cooked on hand. Like I said, I wanted to use vegetables that we had in the fridge. We have a ton of freshly cut vegetables because we're trying to stay on this good eating pattern. So you could use excuse me, butternut squash in here, which you can just dice up your squash, throw it in the oven on a baking sheet, and let it toss it like in a little bit of olive oil and cook it for about 15-20 minutes, and it'll be ready to go. You can shred Brussels sprouts. You can add whatever you want to make it a winter salad. If you don't want to use apples, use pears. If whatever you want. So a couple of add-ons that we did, we wrote the recipe for cranberries, but I remembered I had dates in the cabinet. So we're also going to add dates to ours. And then you're also going to add some candied pecans at the end. So I'm also going to toss in the apple now, which I have apples constantly this time of year because that is a great snack for me. And so we just have apples all the time. Okay. Plus, when our grandkids are here, we know they like the apples. So I am going to.
Looks good.
I know, doesn't it? It looks so good. I'm going to leave these 3 other ingredients on the side along with some goat cheese, and we're going to sprinkle those on top. If you add the cheese now, it's going to get kind of soggy in there. So we do our salads as we eat them. We add the extra ingredients just so we can keep them nice and fresh. Now, the dressing, poor Rick is over there scolding the dog because he wants to go outside. We have a 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar. We have a 1/2 cup of olive oil, your typical basis for a salad, a dressing. We're going to add is this double? Oh yeah. So, okay, let me back up here. This recipe is half, but when we make our dressing, we always do full strength because we know we have more to go on it later in the week. So all we have to do is get some more vegetables ready, and then we're ready to go again. So we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper and a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add 4 teaspoons of, it calls for Dijon mustard. We had stone ground, so that's what I use. And then 4 teaspoons of pure maple syrup. So that's going to help cut that bitter off of here with the kale. A lot of people don't like kale. Once you start eating it, you're going to build an appetite for it. I have never been raised on a lot of, excuse me, guys, my asthma's acting up. I've never been raised on a lot of vegetables. Rick was raised on a lot of salads. I couldn't understand what is exciting about it. What I found out is what you put in the salad. Once I started building salads myself, it's all those flavors that I want to eat, I put in there, and then they taste really good. So I have now since acquired a taste for vegetables. I now crave them. All right, let's get you. Are you ready for your salad, Rick? Okay, he's gonna wash his hands a little bit after holding the dog. This salad looks good, guys. It has just the right amount of vegetables in it. We have carrots and apples, and just imagine if there was shaved Brussels sprouts on here for the winter. I love roasted butternut squash, so that would have been a good addition. I'm going to sprinkle some cranberries because you love cranberries. We could probably have mixed these in. And I like dates. I like snacking on dates with my apples. So that is I prefer them fresh. I did have some bagged here, so I use the bagged ones. Look at that. Oh, wow, guys, can you imagine taking this to a Christmas dinner? And whether you plate it yourself or you let everybody make their own salad, or they just present a bowl looking like that. Wouldn't that be amazing? Okay.
Pecans.
What?
How about some
I did pecans, didn't I? No, I was saving them for me. Okay, so we bought candied pecans because it is Christmas time and you want to have some little sweetness in there. Now, you don't have to use candied pecans because they have sugar in them, but just do what you want. This is healthier than eating all those loaded down foods that you get. Good thing I had that closed. I would have thrown it at you, right? And then I'm not a big, you hear me say this, I'm not big on salad dressings. Rick prefers more salad dressing than I do. Is that enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay, don't hand me the fork. You're the tester.
There's an extra one.
Okay, so now Rick's gonna try it because I think this is simple, easy to do. Okay. I want to know about the flavors.
Oh, very good.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah.
So I want to know, is the dressing different than what we've been making?
It is. It's a little different, and it's got the vinegar. You can taste the vinegar, but you also got the sweetness from the maple syrup.
So if you're looking for something with a little sweet in it, you have your maple syrup in here, but you also have your candied pecans. You don't have to use candied pecans, guys. Use what you want. That's what this is, a winter salad. I went very vague on the ingredients because I gave you a list of ingredients. Make it the way you want. Brussels sprouts, your cooked squash. I'm trying to think of other winter vegetables. What if you added beets to it? If you roasted some beets and added it to it. So you can do a lot with this recipe.
Mhm.
You can use walnuts. You could use pine nuts. This is endless what you can do to this. I'm not sure how we're going to keep going with recipes from now till Christmas because I want to do salad so everybody has an idea what to take to Christmas or to eat in between. Are you choking on that, boy?
No.
So anyway, now when you have these leftovers, stick them in a nice sealed container or a Ziploc bag that takes up less room in the fridge, and you will be ready to dig into it when you're busy running around. Put it in a jar, take it to work with you, add some dressing. You are ready to go. So, good.
I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go? I want to try it because it looks so delicious.
Very good.
Okay, what about apples,
Apple.
pears?
Apple, goat cheese. Pears would be good.
Pears would be good.
You'd probably even use, if you wanted to, slice some grapes up or what.
Oh, that dressing's good.
Very good.
And I didn't even get all the vegetables in my bite. That dressing is really good. Wow, I think we have a slam dunk. One other thing I want to say, guys, kale is a superfood. By massaging this is good. You guys would really like it. It's like eating a salad. Even if you're not a kale eater, I encourage you to try this. And if you don't want this much kale, I'm giving you one more tip. Do the steps to massage it. And if you want to add salad greens in there to offset the kale and do a half and half, do it. You could do half kale, half salad greens. Guys, this is a great, great recipe to have on hand from now till, well, forever. But I just keep thinking about all this food that's coming up for Christmas. We're like on this major food fest in the offices, at home, everywhere you go. This will be a good balance for you. What do you think?
Yeah, it's great.
I know. I've been craving vegetables. This will do it for me.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention a couple things when we got started. Our guest host got sick, so she wasn't able to join us. But I do want to thank my new friend. She created my apron. I had these aprons that I needed embroidered, and she did a great job on it. And her, I don't have her business card in front of me, but it's called threadedjoydesigns.com. And she is a fantastic person. Reach out to her. She's fast, quick, and does a great job. And I can't say enough about her. I just met her last week, and she has been, when you meet somebody and you find out they live in your neighborhood, it's a double win. So, but she can ship. So just give her go on her website and message her if you need something. She's a great person to work with. We will have our guest host on another day because she got sick and we did not want to spread germs. So that is kind of everything wrapping up. Is there anything else I forgot to tell everybody?
No, I don't think so.
Guys, try this great recipe. I'm very excited to have a kale salad that I'm going to really enjoy. And next week we will bring another healthy dish. I'm trying to keep these really healthy for you to give you ideas to take to Christmas, through the holidays, or just to eat at home, something fast, easy, and quick, because that's what we need this time of year. So until next week, we will see you. Take care and be safe out there. And bye for now. I'll have a great recipe next week.
Yep.
This is fantastic.
Very good.
Oh my gosh.
You put your dandelion green, spinach, and that would be good with it too.
Mm. That is a great recipe. Okay.
And you don't need a lot of dressing.
No, it's fantastic.
Sweet.
Okay. Did you come up here to help?
Yeah.
Did you come up to